So many. Amen.
Okay, Rebbetzin, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Our speaker for today is Yocheved Rottenberg. Yocheved on? Yocheved, you here?
Yes, I am. Hi.
Good, okay, wonderful. Hi, Yocheved. Yocheved Rottenberg is a certified journal facilitator who leads international therapeutic journaling classes, guiding thousands of ladies to harness the power of writing to develop self-awareness, healing, and growth. She is also the author of the bestseller, Write Your Way Home. Yocheved, it's so wonderful to see you. Thank you again for coming on again. And we look forward to hearing your wonderful words and inspiring direction for Elul.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a schus to be part of such a chashuv group. And you should all be very feel accomplished that you're doing such incredible work to connect to Hashem at this special time.
Amen.
I commend you. Very, very chashuv. So our writing is basically, the point of our writing today is for you to discover what you want to do, for you to learn things about yourself from your own understanding. Meaning, I'm barely going to be talking. It's mostly you that's going to be writing and getting the answers to yourself. You to discover what you have inside of you and what you want to do this Elul or whatever's left, and to get to deeper understanding of yourself. A short introduction. When we write this type of therapeutic writing, the goal is not to write nicely, not to proper sentences or write nice words or pretty, none of that. The point is just to write whatever comes to your mind. So that means there's no right and wrong. There's no, whatever comes to your mind, you just write, okay? Afterwards, we're going to do something called a reflection. And a reflection is when you read over your writing and you process what you wrote about. So we will be processing, but during the writing, there's nothing. It's just, if it comes to your mind, you put it down. It could be irrelevant. It could seem irrelevant. It could seem off the topic. It could seem silly. It doesn't matter. If it came to your mind, just write down whatever comes to your mind and keep on writing as long as I tell you to write. Okay, so we're going to start with the introduction and then we'll go into the actual session. I always do introduction just to get you grounded and into the writing process, into the writing space, so that you should be there for the future, for the rest of our work. I'm going to give you sentence stems. That means it's the beginning of the sentence that you're going to write about. I'm setting a timer for 5 minutes, okay? And you're going to write for 5 minutes. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter if it's off topic. It doesn't matter anything. If it comes to your mind, just keep on writing. And if you feel stuck and you don't know what to write, just write, I don't know what to write. As long as you keep on writing, everything's fine. Okay? So this is the sentence stems. I put it in the chat. In the past 2 weeks of Elul, I have ... My intention for this coming week is ... Right now, I ... Each one is going to be more than one sentence. It should be about a paragraph. Enough to fill for 5 minutes. You could focus on one more than the next. It doesn't matter. You can do only one. You can do all three, whatever you want. Okay? So in the past 2 weeks of Elul, I have, and continue, my intention for this coming week is whatever. And right now, okay. So we're going to start writing for 5 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. I'll let you know when you have 1 minute left. And then we're going to get together. Okay? So everyone could start now. I hope you have a pen and paper with you. If you don't, then please get one. And you could start writing now, and then we'll get together afterwards.
Sorry, I went off to get my pen and paper. What was it that you wanted to write about? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm putting it in the chat. This is the warm-up, 5 minutes, right? Whatever comes to your mind as you see this warm-up. 1 minute left. Okay, you should be finishing up. Okay, now we are going to get together. So when we write, we don't think, we just write whatever comes to our mind. We get out what's inside of us. After that, we do something called a reflection. A reflection is when we reflect on our writing, very simply. That's when we learn what we're meant to learn from our writing. So therapeutic writing has a double benefit. First of all, we get out of us what we need to get out. It makes us feel better. It's cathartic just to let out what's going on inside. And the main thing is it gives us a lot of clarity and helps us move forward by reading over, by seeing what's going on inside of us. We can learn a lot about ourselves. So you're going to read over your writing now, and then you're going to write a reflection. A reflection starts with, as I read over my writing, I feel maybe if something comes up, how you feel, or I notice, I'm surprised, I wonder, I understand. What comes up for you as you read over your writing? Okay, so you're going to, let's say you read it over and then say, as I read over my writing, I understand that, whatever you understand, or I'm surprised. Whatever comes up as you read over your writing, and that's when you process what you want to write about. Okay, so you can do that now.
Yocheved, what are we supposed to be doing besides reading what we wrote? I'm sorry.
Reading and then writing the reflection. What comes up for you as you read over your writing? What do you learn from it? What are you surprised about? What do you notice? We're getting together in 1 more minute. Okay, let's get together. Before we go on to the main exercise we're going to do, would anyone like to share the warm-up? What came up for them? What they learned? What surprised them? Would anyone like to share? Sometimes when we share what we discovered, it helps other people also discover what they need to learn.
I'll share.
Yes, Rhonda.
I'm quite occupied with spiritual goals, but there are lots of other goals that are very important and a big part of my life, like self-care, for example.
Great.
That I barely even grazed on.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that's wonderful that you noticed that. Good. Good. Thank you for sharing that. Great. Would anyone else like to share?
I'm willing to share.
Yes, Sima.
All right, this is Seema. I noticed that I'm too hard on myself, that I'm disappointed in what I haven't been able to accomplish instead of focusing on what I have.
Good.
That was
Good.
enlightening.
Good. It's wonderful that you observed that. Excellent. Keep that in mind as you continue to do the exercise. You can use that as you go on. Thank you, Sima. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
I'm happy to
Yes.
I'm happy to share. Hi.
Thank you, Kamalka.
One thing I discovered this in the past couple of weeks is how the hate Sahara is so strong. And that in past like 5 years, I've been trying to go to bed at a certain time. And I just never 5 years, and it's like so ridiculous. And I still didn't do it. And I keep like thinking, oh, I have so many things to do to wrap up my day. And it, like all of a sudden, another half an hour went by, another half an hour went by, you know. And then my friend said to me, Malka, you just have to make it a goal. You just have to make it a goal, a priority. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try better. You know, I'm going to try to understand. And I remember, like, you know, we think there's a war going on. There are wars going on out there, but also the war with the Yetzer Hara is like the biggest war for us. And so I think that if a person can, I learned this from Sarah Rigler, from Mrs. Rigler, that if you promise yourself a pros, you know, like make a chart, promise yourself a pros, like I'm going to go buy that, whatever piece of jewelry, get a massage or whatever, something that you want to do that you haven't done in a long time, that if, you know, you do it for a week or you do it for however, that really helps, because especially if it's a spiritual thing, you know, that it's like going to help your spiritual goals and your physical being more, you know, alert, etc. You're, you know, gonna get rest.
You want to sit down?
Okay. Anyway, and
How
so
are you
I
going to drink this?
you
I'm just going to put it here.
1 second.
So-
Please mute yourself. If you're not sharing, please mute yourself. Only Chamalka. Thank you. Yes.
so that one, to put the plan in motion, that what you want to do, get a partner, and also promise the reward, that could really help.
Excellent. Chamalka, those are great ideas. Thank you for sharing with everyone. I've seen that have tremendous results. Thank you. Excellent, Chamalka. Thank you. We'll
Thank
take
you.
one more share before we go on to the main exercise. Who would like to share? Okay, we'll go on to the main exercise, and after that, everyone will be open to sharing also, as us Hashem. There should be time. Okay, so we said actually right before we got together, we said, David Hashem Ari V'Yeshu. That's actually what I want to talk about. We say in the David Hashem, Ki Avi V'Imi Azavuni V'Hashem Ya'aseh. My father and my mother have abandoned me, and Hashem has gathered me. Every single person in this world has felt lacks, okay? Has had lacks, has had wounding, has had pains in their life. It says that on Rosh Hashanah, we are judged kivnei maron. And there's a few explanations what that means. One of the explanations mean that they all mean that we're judged on our own, and one of them means as if we're on a narrow path and on top of a mountain, and there's a cliff on both sides, and no one can help us on any end. We have to keep on going straight, only us, one person at a time, with no one else. And it says that's how we're judged on Rosh Hashanah. It doesn't matter all the people that we're with. It doesn't matter our history. It doesn't matter the people around us. We can't say, oh, it's not my fault, but because this is what my father did, and this is what my mother did, and this is what my sisters in life, and this is what I went through, and this is the struggles that I had. On Rosh Hashanah, we are each judged on a path, just us ourselves. Now, we all have real lacks, okay? We all have real, valid struggles. What does this kapitel teach us? Hashem put us in this world with parents to nurture us, to give us all the good that we're supposed to get. Whenever there's a lack, Hashem ya'aseni, Hashem gathers us in. And our job is to tap in to that power that Hashem can give us and put it in ourselves. Many times people think, I can't do this because I just wasn't given this. It's not in my toolbox. I never saw, let's say, a calm mother. I can't be a calm mother. I never saw a generous father. I don't know how to be generous. I don't have it in me. And the Torah is telling us, no, Hashem Ya'asveni, Hashem is unlimited, and every single thing in this world Hashem has. Every single blessing and midah and characteristic that you want to acquire, Hashem has it. And you, by tapping into Hashem, you tap into unlimited capacity, and you could develop that characteristic for yourself. Now, imagine you have to go shopping, tons of things you need to buy, and there's a major sale going on in a store across town. You're so busy, but you heard that this store has everything you need for 50% off. Only today. No matter what's on your list, probably, you will drop everything and run to the store because you need these things so badly, and 50% off just today. I have to catch it. It's worth it because it's a sale. Chodesh Elul, every single day is a sale that ends. There's a power in Chodesh Elul that we don't have any other time of the year. That it's on sale. Everything you want to grow in and everything you want to gain in is on sale today. Just today. Today, whatever you do has triple the amount of kayak than any other day. If you do the same thing in January, you decide I want to improve in X, Y, Z. It's nice. Hashem will help you because you're trying. If you do the same thing today, you get double the amount of Siyata D'Shmaya. And Rav Pincus says that there are many things in Yiddishkeit that we have to believe. We might not necessarily see it, but we have to believe it. One of the things in Yiddishkeit we have to believe is that Chodesh Elul has incredible powers to heal ourselves. Incredible power to heal ourselves, to put in the effort we need, and we get tremendous help from above. So, the Siyata D'Shmaya, that's what we'll do a bit of writing about now, and we'll see what we can accomplish in Chodesh Elul today in this area. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay? I'm giving you 4 minutes to write for each question. I'm going to tell you, okay, I'm going to ask you a question, give you the 4 minutes, okay? And then you're going to write for 4 minutes. It doesn't matter if you go off topic. Remember, it doesn't matter if you write, I don't know what to write. It doesn't matter if you write, I have no idea. It doesn't matter if you write shtusim. It doesn't matter. Just keep on writing for 4 minutes. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You're going to answer first one question, 4 minutes, another question, 4 minutes, another question, 4 minutes, and then we're going to process it all, okay? Any questions before we start? Okay, let's go.
Will you tell us when the 4 minutes are up?
What do you say?
Will you tell us when the 4 minutes are up?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to tell you even a minute before the 4 minutes are up. You should know to finish. Yes, for sure. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, question number 1. If I could get anything in the world that I wanted from a father, okay, it doesn't have to be yours, from a father figure. It could be from your father, or if you don't feel like you want to go there, or you don't feel like it's realistic for you, a father figure, what your idea of a father is. If there would be anything in the world that I could get from a father that I would want, what would it be? Okay, keep on writing, just write it and keep on going. Don't answer one sentence, keep on going. Maybe why, maybe how much, maybe how it would come into your life. Whatever you want, just keep on writing for 4 minutes.
Does it have to be something realistic that a human could give?
No.
Are we talking about a human father?
Yes, not Hashem, but it could be a demus of a father. I don't know, a characteristic of a father. It doesn't have to be your actual father. It could be from a father figure, what you would most want from a father figure.
If people can try to keep themselves on mute, otherwise we have to keep muting you. Thank you so much.
One minute left. Okay, finish up. Okay, next question. What would you most want from a mother figure? Okay, start writing. Again, 4 minutes, start writing. One minute left. Okay, you should be finishing up. Okay, let's get together. The last question for now is, which lacks are they filling in yourself and your life? Okay, which lacks, what is the lack that these characteristics will fill in yourself and or your life? Describe what that is.
Hi, sorry. Can you just explain that last question? I'm not understanding it. Sorry.
Pleasure. You described what you would like, okay, what you're asking for, what you want from this father figure, from the mother figure. Why do you need this so badly? What is the lack in your life that is missing this thing so much, what you just wanted?
Thank you.
Pleasure. 1 minute left. Okay, let's finish up. Okay, what we're going to do now is as follows. Okay, you're going to read over all your writing, right? I said we write a reflection. The reflection is going to be a tefillah to Hashem, okay? Asking him to help you in this Chodesh Elul. We discussed the tremendous power that Elul has to access whatever we're missing from our past, from all our lacks, through Hashem. That Hashem has all the unlimited capacity. There is nothing in the world that is blocked to us because we are connecting to Hashem, who is unlimited. It says, Kel Shaddai, Hashem is the Kel Shaddai Lord. He has enough of everything in this world. He has everything. So there's nothing that's missing when we go straight to him. So asking him a tefillah to help us access this characteristics and these things that we'd like to access in our life, this Chodesh Elul. And that's going to be your reflection. So you're first going to skim over what you wrote. You don't have to actually sit and read it. Skim over what you wrote, and then you're going to reflect with a tefillah to Hashem, asking him to help you access this directly straight from him. Any questions? Okay, we're going to get together in 5 minutes, guys.
Can you, Yocheved, could you,
yes.
Could you put that, if you were writing it, how would you beseech HaKadosh Baruch Hu for that? Like, can I hear your
Hashem,
words?
Dear Hashem, I have such a lack of XYZ. I wish that XYZ, please, but you have to write it for longer. Why it's so hard, why I have this lack, how I see it in my life. Please, Hashem, help me access this power from you. I know that you have unlimited of this capacity. Someone's asking for, let's say, forgiveness, right? Someone's asking for forgiveness. They're angry at someone and they're really trying to forgive and they can't do it. You have unlimited forgiveness. You are the source of all forgiveness. Help me access this from you. Help me connect straight to you instead of looking at it for other people. Help me connect to you and receive the blessing of forgiveness from you. A lot of things you should know when we daven, it really, really comes. And a lot of our work that we do, we have to do a bit of work and then we daven to Hashem and Hashem helps. I once had, I remember I was really upset about something and I was davening. I said, okay, I have to work on it. I don't know how, I'm just going to daven. And I was davening. And then one time I remember I went to Shmuel Navi and I started davening for it. And I said, hey, I don't even have it anymore. It went away. I really, really felt like tefillas of Hashem should help me. It wasn't like when we ask Hashem enough, he really helps us access that koyach that he has. So try. Don't take my words. I'm just giving you an example of my words. You can start. 1 minute left. Okay, let us get together. Let us get together. Okay, thank you. Anyone would like to share, ask, say? Who would like to share something?
Yocheved, I will just, I don't want to share everything I wrote, but I want to share that I was in tears the whole time, because it does, like what you ask us to think about and write about does really put us right in touch with what's at the core. And I really thank you for that. And when I see the tears come up, then I know that I've hit that spot that I need to hit. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Who else would like to share? Yes. Yes, you could unmute yourself. Who would like to share? Would anyone like to ask, say, bring up? Yes, yes.
I wouldn't mind sharing. I think it's really fascinating when I look back at what we've done here is like presented what the ideal is for us, and why that's the ideal is usually because we're missing that in our own lives. And then going forward, how do we get there? That seems like what this exercise was, which, you know, it's incredibly effective if because you become very vulnerable, because you start to think about why is it's so important to me, and then the harder part is, okay, how do I get there? And you know, what is it that's important to me is different from other people, clearly, which is why you had us all do this exercise ourselves, which is fascinating and amazing, and very effective. So thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. Now you notice I didn't say my next step is. I didn't say that. Sometimes I do exercises and I say, what is one step you want to take? I didn't say that because I think there's such big things that the first step is just to daven for. Like, I don't even know that what we wrote about probably are huge things, not small things that I want to be able to keep a schedule better. I mean, that's not small, but like not technical things that you say my next step is every day I'll organize a drawer. This is big things, and I think the first step is just the daven. And there's no better time than Chodesh Elul. This is the time that we have the power. And all we have to do is say, Hashem, I'm trying so hard. Please, I really, really want this. Piskuli Pesach, Piska Shel Machat. A pitsy little hole of a needle. It's pitsy. It's so hard to get the thread through on the needles. And then Hashem says, Pesach and Pesach Shel Ulam. That's huge. What Hashem will open for us when we just do that little bit of Chodesh Elul. Thank you. Yes.
No, I'm just wondering, I'm just thinking here, it's like so interesting, like, I would love to have my husband do this exercise and like compare our answers, I think that would be so incredible to see.
Yes.
Is that dangerous or is that like, I don't know.
Not dangerous, depending, I don't know who your husband is, I don't know your relationship, but no, if you feel safe to do it, for sure. Very powerful. I did a recently exercise with someone, and she told me that she did it with her husband. It was incredible.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
And just to see the differences also, by the way, you know what I mean? And that can help us understand each other more, like.
Right. If you'd be willing, many men are not willing to write. They don't know what you want from them. But if he's willing, go for it. Yes, Nechama.
You know what I think also, what I found so moving here was that, first of all, in thinking what you want, a lot of times you may be thinking of things that you were lacking, okay?
Right.
But then it's not, no. And then you say, you can look it back and say, I can see when my parents really did try. My own parents did try, and they did give me, it may not have been perfect. It will never be perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. Hashem, perfectly imperfect world, right? But to see that there are things that I have, Baruch Hashem, that you were asking for lacks, and I was thinking like what this would fill me with, if Hashem, if I would have those things, and some of it I really do have, Baruch Hashem, I really do, so it's not an all or nothing picture at all.
Right, beautiful. Very important point, very important. Thank you, Nechama.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Who else would like to share? Would anyone else like to share?
Hello, it's Ellen. How are you?
Yes,
okay.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. It is like Yehuda Sarah said, very, emotional. At the end, you really are contemplating and, and crying. But I also thought, that, writing upon, I think I might have gotten off what the father and mother thing, but, you're just writing to Hashem, but what you feel that you discovered that I was doing, I guess, lacking, and you want to bring back in to your life and to find and to reach, to help get back on track and so forth.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you for sharing that. Would anyone else like to share?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I realized about myself, which I kind of knew before this, but I'm very into alternative health and going to chiropractors and other types of practitioners. They're Yerei Shamayim people, but a lot of times I see that I put not my faith in them, but I'm waiting for the next, session so I can feel better, feel stronger. And so for this Elul, I want to attach myself to Enod Milvado, to Hashem, and ask Hashem to be able to give that to me directly from him, so I don't have to run to these people, these alternatives or whatever, and that I can just have that as a gift and then go to the Enod Milvado, which is above that. So thank you for that.
Wow, that is so big, Danielle. Beautiful. It's a very, very big deal. Good for you. Wow, tremendous.
Yes. I just wanted to add something to that. That was a beautiful expression. Very, it touched me as well. But I'm thinking that I know that it is mitzvah of hishtadlus. So perhaps we could turn it around to say that we are going to go, occasionally we'll go to somebody, but we don't, we work on ourselves to not, to say to ourselves and to know that it's not them who are healing us, but it's a shaliach from Hashem, and we want the healing. We know that it's just an effort. It's not, Hashem is actually doing the healing. So maybe that's also, the right effort.
Right. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Just want to say that 9:45 is our.
Okay. I'm finishing. Thank you. Thank you very, very much to everyone. I wish you a ksiva v'chasima taiva, a good convention year. All your tefillah should be answered, and you should merit to really accomplish a lot this Elul, and come to Rosh Hashanah feeling like I tried. I did it. I put in my effort, and as Hashem should judge us for a good convention year.
Amen.